In today's episode, we are very excited and blessed and fortunate to have the Mayor of KwaDukuza with us. Madam Mayor, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Yvonne.
And we just want to say congratulations to your appointment into office last year in October,
Thank you.
as well as being the first lady mayor in KwaDukuza. That must be quite something for you,
It's excitement, a lot of excitement.
I'm sure. And with investment, what are your plans? How are you bringing the investment into KwaDukuza, not only locally but also internationally?
I think there we have a lot to do in investment. I just made some of the points that I would, relay because I don't want to miss out on anything. And I think, or what is the investments you're asking me? I think if you look at this, the growth rate at this moment, it looks very, very positive. And we have like 200 and close to 300,000, the population. Yeah, we have. It's 290, I think, at the moment. But with all the buildings that you see and the Botha Hills development, if you look at it, that's going to increase your population. On the south, we actually have, welcomed investors with the Botha Junction Mall. We have the Botha Hills, and we have many other investors that come in. On the north, we have the KwaDukuza Mall that we developed. Then we have the Esto project, which is over $1 billion, and employs. It will be employing another 3,000, which the employment is 6,000 permanent staff.
Fantastic.
And I think we are growing very, very fast. And also our neighboring Mandini is in the Ilembe district, and they have currently a 1.4 billion a triple P partnership project, and that is also tourism attraction. We are fortunate that we have a lot of tourist attraction in KwaDukuza, and if you go throughout, you will find the history of KwaDukuza by having these icons, the previous, presidents and those who fought for the struggle. I think if you look at the places of those, names that we have named, we have a lot to offer, I think, and I would definitely say if investors come, we also go that additional mile. When developers want to come, we tell them, let's talk around the table and see how we could bring investment. Currently, as I told you, the 10 billion rand project. Then we got a pot factory that opened, which is about 20 million. There's another subsidy of Esto, which I just had a call the other day. They wanted to invest 25 million to 30 million.
Goodness.
And build up a double, a second level to accommodate at least another 200 workers. The pot factory that we have here, we have to rehabilitate that area where we're looking for investors to come, but there's an investor that already come with the pot factory who's got 200 employees currently, but they wanted to expand. We just give them, planning department has given them an okay to actually extend and create another 100 jobs there. So I think with job opportunities, I think we're doing very well. And I think if you look at the statistics, we employ like say about 2,000 to 5,000 contract workers yearly. And it all comes with the budget.
Yes.
It all comes with the budget.
That's fantastic.
So the more
Really,
investors we get, the more the growth. It's better for the investor and for the KwaDukuza municipality and the people at large for job creation. You can only grow the economy if you have developments, especially commercial developments. You employ people, they get paid, they spend it into the economy. And that is how you're going to see a growth in your economy. And I'm positive, very positive, that our economy is growing at the fastest pace that we never thought of anybody else would grow.
That's so exciting.
We're not so far away, and if you look at the coastline, we are situated, and with the corridor, I think we have a lot to offer.
Oh, absolutely. I live here, and I mean, we all do. And it's
I
just
know,
so beautiful.
Botha sprang up very, very
Yes.
quick, and eventually we had to actually look for funding to actually, for the infrastructure of the roads and of the electricity network.
That's important. So what do you think of Zimbali as a whole?
If I actually had to define how I feel about in Zimbali, I would say it is one of the iconic precinct and the gems and the jewel of KwaDukuza. That's how I would put it.
That's a beautiful
So,
way,
yeah,
yes.
it's a
Obviously
jewel of
articulating exactly.
KwaDukuza, and we in no ways that we will not give our 100% attention when investors come, because we would like to see that. All we need is, making people comfortable as if they're there. And it's always said, South Africa is a land of milk and honey.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, Madam Mayor, thank you so much for your
No,
time.
thank you
And it's
very
been
much. Thank
wonderful
you.
and so exciting for us to meet you.
No, that's good.
And to chat to you and to learn a little bit more about KwaDukuza
But I
and
can
what
rest you assured, that if anybody is to invest, they have made the greatest, move to come and invest, because there's so much of potential, so much of growth. As I said, you could check in every history, the fastest growing municipality in the country, KwaDukuza. It's always in the papers, it's always on the website. We would love to grow. We want to be, at the moment, our income is like over 2 billion, for a population of that. But if we didn't have the COVID, we would almost been in 3 billion. But it's actually stifled a bit of the growth because there was nobody that wanted to invest during that period. But I can assure you, and I rest assured, any investor that comes, we have an open door policy to discuss the economic growth of KwaDukuza and the surrounding areas. We welcome them with both hands, and let us make use of the open door policy to anyone for that matter.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Madam
Thank you.
Mayor, again for your time.
Thank you.
And we are so proud to have you as
Thank
our
you
Mayor
very
of
much. God
KwaDukuza.
bless.
We're going to be chatting to Paul and Corinne. Thank you so much for allowing us into your beautiful home.
It's a pleasure and welcome.
Oh, wonderful. It's gorgeous. I always love coming to these beautiful homes, and yours is certainly stunning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Why do you feel that Zimbali is such a sound investment?
Well, we invested here in about 1999, which was in the early days of Zimbali. I think it started in 1995. And we felt that it was a place that we wanted to live at. We'd lived in the Botha area some time ago, and my wife had been shown around by an estate agent about Zimbali when I was out playing golf one day. And then when I got back from golf, she said, "You must come and have a look at Zimbali." So she brought me out here, and we fell in love with the place. It was really fantastic.
Yes, so it is such a beautiful estate to live. While we've been driving around, we've so enjoyed seeing the beauty that surrounds you. And what appeals to you the most of your life here, or your lifestyle in Zimbali?
Well, I think the activities that I enjoy the most is golf. I mean, we came here, I'm a golfer. Well, I like to think I'm a golfer. So we enjoy the golf activities. My wife plays as well. And there's lots of things to do on the estate. There's all these nature walks that you can go on. There's lots of restaurants on the estate itself. And we enjoy it. I don't know what you feel. What is your...
Yeah, no, I really like the lifestyle here. I came here because of the warmer weather, actually. That was a big draw card for us to actually buy.
Absolutely.
And I mean, when we chose our stand, it was just perfect. We just thought we'd build something and, enjoy it. And the activities are amazing. I mean, golf was a big attraction because at that stage we were both playing golf. And, we're quite active. Paul likes to go for his runs. I like to go for my walks. And yeah, just fit it in with our lifestyle. And it's really nice. On the estate, they've expanded and they've got little hobbies. I do arts and crafts on the estate. There's a nice gym, so we don't have to go all the way to Botha. We've got it here. So there's plenty to do.
And there's all the beautiful restaurants, as you mentioned, as well.
Yes.
So the lifestyle here is just surreal. It's beautiful.
we came from Gauteng, and that was a really pressurized place. We had an IT company, and it was hectic and really for younger people. So when we retired, we came down here. We'd been our holiday home for a number of years, and then we came down here to live here permanently. And we just loved the peace and tranquility of it. It was really nice.
And I think also the little animals, we had the bushback, and we used to have little families of the francolins.
Yeah, and the mongoose.
Yeah, the mongoose. I mean, we even had one night, we even had a little
Janet, yeah.
Janet
Did-
at
oh,
the
did
door.
you? Oh,
yes, I never
lovely.
forget I was cooking, and the next thing we looked out the door and there was this little Janet. So yeah, we really felt, we really just felt it was safe. That's the other thing, very safe on the estate and protected. And
But that, I think, is so important for the homeowners here, is the safety, to know that you can leave your doors open, you can go to bed at night and feel safe.
Well, it took us a long time to adapt from Gauteng, where there were hijackings and robberies and armed robberies, and we came down here, and it took us a while to get used to not having to lock our doors and, be fearful about being attacked the whole time.
No, but that's wonderful. It's nice to not have to live
Yeah.
in fear,
Yeah, no, for sure.
So you're very privileged to live here. And do you see yourselves living into your golden years here?
well, I like the weather.
So
I mean, I do
Gauteng
have
is
a little
out.
bit of me in Cape
Yes.
Town, but I don't think I'd like the cold weather. And I think, Zimbali has adapted, and I mean, it's really beautiful here. And I mean, we've got everything we need. I mean, now with the airport and all the shopping centres, it's actually raised the bar a bit on our lifestyle. So, everything's just happening and moving, and, Zimbali's always making plans. So I'm sure that's it. I know, we're going to look into wellness on the estate and things like that. So I do think there's lots of potential.
A big plus for us was the fact that they built the Albalita Hospital close by.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a long trek through Timshlonga. Well, it's not really a long trek, but it's further than you may want. And when you get older, you unfortunately need these hospitals.
Exactly. And that also gives you peace of mind when you get older, or if there's any emergency, that you have that right on your doorstep.
Yes, yeah.
So that is nice. You know that you've got all the amenities you need within Zimbali, your restaurants and your beautiful lifestyle, but you're close enough to the shops and the hospital and everything that you need.
And we've got numerous doctors living on the estate.
Oh, so there we go. So I'm sure you have a few on call need be.
In fact, if you're playing golf, you're invariably playing with a doctor or something.
Okay, yes, lovely. What is your handicap?
I'm scared to say.
Okay, but that's okay.
It's actually worse than
That
it used to be.
That's all right. As long as you enjoy it,
Yes,
you
no,
enjoy your
definitely, yeah.
activities, and that's wonderful.
Yes, yeah.
But thank you so much for taking the time to share, as I said earlier, your beautiful home with us, and give us a bit of insight what it's like living in Zimbali.
Thanks
Okay,
very
thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Well, as you can see, living in this beautiful Zimbali Coastal Estate ticks all the boxes. Tune in next week to learn a little more about this beautiful estate.